All right, guys, so let's talk van life with type 1 diabetes and the struggles it causes and basically, the difficulties you can find about it. So everybody knows that, living with type 1 diabetes is already a rough, road to go down. Living in a van while you're doing it makes it a little bit tougher. Now, van life isn't our permanent lifestyle. We are working on getting an apartment. The girlfriend just started work. I'm looking for work myself. We just got here a few days ago. But we've been in the van now for, a week and a half. And our struggles are definitely, okay, let's say, one, you got to watch your insulin temperatures. So I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we definitely have noticed that it does get cold here, even though it's south. The nights have been in the 20s and sometimes even down to 10 or 15, so you got to keep your insulin warm. It does make it a difficult thing, but I notice, just wrapping it in a sweater or something helps out significantly. Don't just leave it out, in there. Cooking has been hard, and food money just alone. I mean, Santa Fe is a little bit definitely more expensive in food. Rent can be cheaper than your average, than I'm used to at least, from Florida or New England. The views are absolutely beautiful and stunning here, but food's definitely more difficult. We don't have a food setup yet. We do have a burner so far, but we're working on getting a pan and stuff like that. Just money's been very tight, but food has definitely been a struggle, especially with, like I said, with type 1 diabetes. You really have got to be careful on what you eat and how you take it in. Still trying to figure out, how I'm gonna get, traveling and all that, and getting a doctor and doing all that for insulin. I did luckily have about a little over a month's supply on me still of insulin. And I still have a couple Dexcoms left, so that does help, and that makes life significantly easier. We did get an inflatable bed. We have the van isn't completely set up for van living yet, but it will be. Sorry, always watch when people walk by my vehicle and stuff like that. You never know. But anyways, it's been an adventure. It's been stressful. We've had some beautiful moments, some stressful moments, some hard to come by moments, but we definitely had our moments, and they've been, here and there. And I still, I would recommend, if you have a dream or if you have a goal in life, just try it out. I mean, I'm 43 years old, and I'm taking this chance on a beautiful woman that I've met, and we're going to build a beautiful life together here. And we have to start off in the van. And like I said, our goals are to progress and to make, a beautiful, life together. And so far, like I said, it comes with the struggles. It comes with us, especially being a diabetic. I would recommend that, if you do plan on taking a trip and you're a diabetic, make sure you watch your temperatures. Like I said, insulin. I've had one freeze when I was in Maine, and it's not very good after it freezes. So still working on figuring out the whole doctor thing. I'm sure that's going to be an interesting trick, and landing work. But, we had a dream, and, we just figured, we were sitting at a warming center in Maine, and we met each other there. And she's a brilliant woman who just came into a rough time, and I mean, stupid smart, like horribly, like smarter than I could ever even explain, because I don't even know half the words she says. But a great woman, solid woman. And we decided to take this trip together, and this trip has been, it's been definitely a learning experience. It's been, it's not as easy as we thought, but it's, you also know, we're going to come into our trials and tribulations throughout the whole thing. We're just going to stick to it together, and we're going to make, a great impression on each other, and uplifting each other, and just, not giving up. And like, the beautiful, she started work today. That's amazing. And I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on my stuff. I work for myself. And, we're going to make it. And while we're van living right now, it's, it's definitely in the winter, it's been tough. And I'm sure, like a lot of you van livers that have, maybe have tips and tricks for me, or you can definitely leave that in the comments, and, let me know how you feel about van living. And if you're a diabetic, maybe different tips you could give me, because I mean, it's not, we're not exactly sure how long it's going to take to get where we can, rent an apartment or not, and different cheap ways to outfit this thing. Because I'll tell you what, we don't have a bathroom in here. All we have is a mattress and our stuff, and it's an air mattress to that. The first one we bought didn't even last a day. We tried blowing it up the first time, and the Walmart gave us a hard time for returning it. Like, it never worked though, but it is what it is. And doing this all on a budget of nothing, Luckily, we've had some wonderful YouTube subscribers help us out. It's been amazing, and also, I'd like to hear different comments and your opinions on what we should do next, where we should, how we should build this channel. What would you like to see on this channel? Besides my ugly mug, I mean, we have fun. I want to have fun. I want to go do things. I want to, take you guys on adventures and sights and all that, and really more steer away from the protests, kind of, because they're mind-lying. I will still do them, but I'll tell you what, I don't enjoy doing them. And I think I want to do something I can enjoy, but still have my audience, entertained. And I love doing YouTube. I mean, like I said, we built a great family upon it, and some great viewers, and I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and like I said, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my mod kit, and I want to thank Witness. I want to thank someone, and now I can't even think. So no, don't make me feel bad. There's so many viewers that I really appreciate, and we miss Sunshine. I wish he'd come back and watch us. We built a great community, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Unfortunately, my diabetes, my brain doesn't always work, so it's been going like that lately, and I can't remember anything. I can't remember where I put things. I'm always losing things now. It's just been crazy. But I want to, basically just, this is a thank you video, and complicate, letting you guys know how it's been, and maybe, giving somebody, some tips or tricks or whatever, and see where we go from there. I think we're going to build a great channel. I think we're going to build a great family. We did so amazing at the beginning. 2,000, we had 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks, and it was just amazing. And, like I said, van living is tough. And maybe this isn't more of a tutorial on van living itself, but maybe, views on what things we could do, what things have you done in your van life that could help us, maybe. But anyways, like, subscribe, share it out. My donation links are in the top right-hand corner if you guys wish to help us out. But mainly, let's build a family. Let's go on an adventure. Let's do something crazy. Let's take chances in life. Because that's what this channel I want to be about. Taking chances, showing people that people can do it. No matter if it's your dream, just follow your dreams. And this is my dream, and this is her dream, and this is our dream come true together. And I would love to have you guys along for it. So, anyways. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in. You guys mean the world to me. All right, take care.